Hello everybody and welcome back to the Football Chat. We've got some terrible news to start today's FPL show. Erling Haaland might be injured.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh my god, the drama. Honestly, when Pep Guardiola did his press conference, he sat there like, you know what guys? Haaland might be out. We don't know anything for sure. He's got a 50% chance of playing. What does FPL say he's got? I can see he's got a little cheeky orange arrow.
Says...
The loading time builds the suspense, doesn't it?
75% chance of playing.
It's so worrying, isn't it? Are you still backing him with the captaincy, though? Haaland
Not
injured.
the captaincy.
Really?
I'm starting him, but not the captaincy.
That is a big call.
But should we go back to last week, Gameweek 13?
We certainly should, and then we'll talk more about the big man Erling Haaland being out injured.
Smashed it.
Have no friends? Okay.
And I finished on 74. I could have been on 84 if I started Michaelenko over Joel Ward.
Yeah, and I could have been on 130 if I did what the highest did, but I didn't.
No, you got a point. I don't really know why I backed Joel Ward over Michaelenko. I did.
Right.
But Michaelenko got 11 on my bench. In terms of my big scorers on the pitch, Haaland got me 13, captain to 26. Castagna got me 12. Almiron got me 10. Kane got me 8. Ashley Young got me 6, and it was just 2s and 1s from there, apart from Sterling on 3. But again, I'm a bit gutted. I benched Michaelenko on 11.
Sounds well nice. I scored the mirror of yours. You scored 74. I scored 47.
Wow.
It's just such a sad week. Like the amount of 2s and 1s here. Pope 2, Cancelo 2, Trippier 2, Chilwell, Martinelli, Eze all 2, 1 from Zaha, 1 from Foden, 1 from Solanke. I was relying on Solanke at the end of the week. He gets injured, comes off at half time. Foden doesn't start, despite scoring 40 points in the last 4 game weeks. As soon as I bring him into my team. Oh, but who does start and who scores? Trossard, who I took out to bring Foden in. Zaha got booked and Palace lost 3-0 to Everton, while Cody sat on my bench.
Yeah.
It's just...
Again, we both backed Palace and it didn't pay
depressing. My only points basically were 6 from Mitrovic and 26 from Haaland. Without that, I'd literally scored like 12.
I got 74 points with Joel Ward in my team.
Yeah, and you would have scored more if you didn't have Joel Ward in your team. It's not because you had Joel Ward in your team.
Yeah, my Palace trio got a total of 5 between them.
Yeah, no, my Palace double up got 3, so miserable week. And I can't say I'm holding up much hope for this weekend. I was just hoping Haaland will score about 100 goals and I've got him captained. But it seems Cancelo's got a fever, Haaland's injured, so that's already 2 of my players that aren't going to play. I've got Sancho's been stinking up the gaff, Martinelli against Forest, but Arsenal drew with Southampton at the weekend.
Forest beat Liverpool.
Palace have got Southampton, and Palace couldn't beat Everton while Southampton drew with Arsenal. I don't know. Hopefully, at least Pope and Trippier can keep a clean sheet against Aston Villa. But then Villa beat Brentford 4-0, so who knows?
Obviously, Emery won't be at the wheel, but Aaron Danks.
Danksy's at the wheel, at the wheel. Danksy's at the wheel.
Let him know.
He won't be for much longer, though, because although he's done a good job, he's getting absolutely shot.
The big news is Haaland being injured, but the other big news that I have is that Joel Ward will be on my bench this week.
Oh, that's a controversial one.
He's still inside, though. He's not transferred out. He's
Joel Ward in. You've been fairly consistently up there.
He is on the bench, but he is my first sub. So if Erling Haaland is to not play in Gameweek 14, Joel Ward will replace him.
Obviously, I really can't understand this one from you, this call from you. You decide you're going to play Ward and Guaita when Palace are playing Everton, an in-form side, but then when they play Southampton, who have been completely shit, especially going forwards, you sub them out.
Well, I'll sub Joel Ward out.
I think you should still be back in Joel Ward, mate. I think that is poor from you.
But if Ashley Young at Newcastle, yeah, probably.
Well,
Do what? Yeah, I'm doing it.
Oh, Joel Ward's back.
Joel Ward's back in the team.
The sad news is over.
Yeah, Joel, okay. So in terms of my week, again, as you know, we said, I have my Palace triplet of Ward, Eze and Guaita against Southampton. I have Perisic against Bournemouth, and then my captaincy has gone to a big old Harold Kane. Bournemouth away, should be a few goals, I'm hoping.
To be fair, yeah, you've
if he scores a hat-trick on
Tottenham
captain,
players.
Yeah, Michaelenko at Fulham should be a clean. He's got 11 last week when I benched him, so I'm hoping against Fulham this week should be a clean sheet. Almiron against Villa. could be a couple of goals. Sterling against Brighton.
The form he's been, yeah.
Sterling Brighton's the one that worries me. I don't think he's going to get many points.
So you've got the ability to shift funds, and I don't know how you've managed to. I think it's because you've got such a cheap defence, but you've got like Sterling, Haaland, and Kane in there. We can quickly move things around. I've got like none of that. If I wanted to make some transfers, I'd have to look at 5
I've got
people.
Young, Ward, Michaelenko, Billing, who are all very
I've got
cheap.
Cancelo, who's well expensive.
Well, I might. If Sterling doesn't score against Brighton, I will get rid of him. I'm rolling with my transfer, so I'll have 2 next week.
Yeah.
So I might get rid of Sterling and say, I don't know, anyone. Joe Ward probably.
Well, that brings us nicely on to the next point. Time to gamble as the World Cup ensures safety. You can be taking those gambles because we've got 3 weeks now, 3 game weeks until the World Cup,
transfers.
and then you can take everything out. So players like Salah, could it be time to bring him back in on a gamble? Or if I don't bring him in the next few weeks, I might bring him back on the wild card.
Yeah.
Which could be a big call during the World Cup. But obviously Egypt aren't going, are they? So a World Cup rest for Salah could come back and bang. Whereas obviously last year had the inverse effect, didn't he? But yeah, this week I'm just relying on Haaland, Mitrovic. I'm not making any transfers this week. I wanted to bring in maybe a Salah, maybe a Kane, but I haven't got the funds to do that right now.
Have you got anyone that you can actually see, like, guaranteed scoring points?
Haaland should.
But he's injured.
If he just plays. Mitro will score against Everton. I'm confident Mitro will score against Everton. If
Everton?
Foden plays, especially with Haaland not in there, Foden will do well against Leicester. Martinelli should score against Forest. Forest have been so poor this year. Arsenal have been good and Martinelli has been good. Realistically, Zaha, I'd say, should get a contribution at Southampton, and Sancho should score against West Ham. He's a good player, they're a bad team. But that hasn't been happening in recent weeks, so why would it happen this week?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm back in the 3-5-2. I've got 3 defenders. Cancelo, Trippier, Chilwell. That should be clean sheets across the board, and Pope the same in goal. But whether any of that will happen, or whether Sarr on my bench is going to get like 50 points somehow, saving so many Ivan Toney penalties. Make sure your Ivan Toney gets so many minus points. Cody on the bench will keep a clean sheet against Fulham while Mitro gets injured after 5 seconds, but somehow he's been booked as well. And then Dallow's my 3rd sub, I think, at the moment, because I want to put Solanke in at first sub. He might be injured, but if he isn't, I want him there as my option. Because he could score against Tottenham.
Yeah. I was looking at our next point that we've got down is which teams to gamble on and which teams to avoid.
Yeah.
I'm looking
Who would you look
just
at
looking
right
at
now
my
as teams?
Crystal Palace. I know they lost to Everton, but they've got Southampton at home, West Ham away, Forest away.
Yeah.
They should be 3 comfortable games. Everton, Fulham away, Leicester at home, Bournemouth away. Should be wins as well. United, West Ham at home, Villa away, Fulham away. Again.
Yeah, but I feel like they're like United's a club that a lot of people already have. I'm talking like throw something on Villa. New manager bounce potentially. Yes, they've got United and Brighton and Newcastle this week though.
That's good.
The 3 weeks for the World Cup.
That's good. Newcastle, United, and Brighton.
Yeah.
Not United.
Throw in the dice. Let's see what happens.
I mean, I will be because I'm a bit biased Villa fan.
I was gonna say Young's sat on your bench though, mate.
I know, but I'm telling you now.
Oh,
once Emery gets in there next week, he might be a double change. So Sterling and someone for Salah and I can't bring any strikers though. I'll have to bring in a midfielder because I've got the best front 3 in the game. I think.
Waffle Merchant. You not got Mitro or Solanke, mate.
Literally the highest 3 scoring players.
Yeah, that's before you brought him in. West Ham could be a shout. United, Palace, Leicester.
Yeah, they're winnable games to be fair.
And they're on the upturn in form.
Bournemouth, they've looked good all year, and after Tottenham, Leeds away is a tappy, and Everton at home is a tappy.
I was going to say.
Forget that, because I hate this, because I get put off by the colours on the FA app aren't right. Like,
no,
Leeds away is not a 1-rated easy game, or 2, whatever that green
It's the opposition, isn't it? It's not where they're playing it. But yeah, I'm now hoping I can turn it all around during the World Cup.
My only other team maybe would be Brentford. Wolves at home, Forest away, but then they do have City.
Yeah. I'm waiting till after the World Cup to bring my big points in. That's what I'm doing. Because like Liverpool have a really nice run after the World Cup. Tottenham play some really nice games.
So same thing. Tottenham got a nice run.
I'm going to avoid Chelsea with everything I can because they've got City 3 weeks in and they've got to play Forest and Bournemouth before that. So maybe I'll put some Chelsea players in and then take them out. Inevitably, my whole team will be scattered with Chelsea players to do nothing.
Yeah.
But Yeah, no,
I've still
it's just been a miserable FPL season for me so far.
I also favour myself on the double game weeks. I still have my triple captain. I still have my free hit. I still have my bench boost. I've got all 3 chips to play.
Yeah, should we look at the league as well?
Yes,
I've got red arrows and everything, but some people in the league have had some good
74,
weeks.
I am green arrows in every single league I'm in.
347th
346. Yeah, no,
I'm
kind of
481st. I've dropped about 100 spots in a week.
I think that's one of the highest of our league.
It seems to be very close, our league. But yeah, so top 10 we'll run through as always. 10th place at the moment, Rosenberg's arm badge, Tim Tiger, 65 points for him this week. Climbs him up into the top 10 for the first time ever. Had 15 from Kurt Zuma, sat on his bench. Obviously clean sheet and goal there. If you have him instead of Joe Gomez who picked up 1, then suddenly this goes from a 65-point week to a 79-point week. That could have been a big one for him there. And then he'd see himself deep into
just
our
in perspective how the league is. I'm in 347th on 654. I'm 170 off top.
Yeah, so it's definitely make-upable in the top 300. And then 9th, Wenger Boys. Wenger Boys also getting back up into there. And FPL Kubo makes their way up to 8th, so well done, Tony. 7th, Mindful Primate, Mahir Gooden, holding on to his spot there. 6th, Hybrid, Anthony Okachukwu. Not a bad week, but a big week for Warwin Woonez. There's seen a lot of people drop here who we'll get onto in a few moments.
Woonez.
The Gunners in 5, AFC Mozart 4th. We know Ridwan Ogunjide's been up there all season. But yeah, Warwin Woonez, P3.
What a week.
Shout out Prakash, because 8 from Kane, 26 from Haaland, 10 from Andreas, 8 from Harvey Barnes. Who's got him at this point? 10 from Almiron, 6 from Neco Williams, 15 from Zuma. Full of differentials and full of points.
That's what we're talking about. West Ham. Gotta have a look at West Ham.
Yeah, I mean, they're playing well at the moment. I know they've just had Bournemouth, but they've got some easy games coming up to the World Cup. I think they could do well against United this Sunday, which obviously we'll be covering on TFC Live, so join us there. And yeah, they've got some good stuff going. Then second, Banane, 66 points for him this week. Closes him up to top spot, who only scored 49. So he's having a similar week to me. 26 from Haaland, 8 from Kane, and then yeah, pretty much the same as me.
It says
2s and 1s across the
how
board.
well though that KLSFC have done recently. They've managed to stay that
and
far
had 16 points on his bench. So it's not even like he's terrible. He's just benched the wrong players. Andres and Neco just sat there. But yeah, he still leads by 30 points to third and by 23 points to second. So he's done well so far this season. KLSFC, Caleb Bogan, Magapi has led our league for a while, but he does need to have a little look over his shoulder because another big week like that for Warwin Woonez would put him top. So a little bit of apprehension. I'm sure Caleb Bogan will be feeling it.
FPL is keeping up consistency.
I've had none.
Exactly, it's very hard. I was just scrolling I was scrolling through my own game weeks, and you look at it. I'll have like a 60-70 point one, and then a 30-40, then a 71, then a 25.
That's literally my last 4 weeks. Game week 10, 70, game week 11, 48, game week 12, 62, game week 13, 47.
It's really hard to stay consistent.
So by that measure, this week's going to be a big one.
If you can stay consistent in any league, you're going to win it. Like KLS, for example, 49 this week isn't great, but if you look back at their previous weeks, they had 68, and then 36. Okay, they're going to prove me wrong here, aren't they? 88, 90, that's the thing, they had back-to-back games, they had 88, then 90, then 73. But equally, they haven't used their free hit. That's the one thing, I still think I've got big game weeks coming in. Look at all the...
I'm waiting for the cup in game week 28, I'll be honest, that is what I'm waiting for.
If you look at all the games that have been called off or postponed, there's going to be double game weeks.
There's going to be double game weeks. There certainly are. I've used my free hit, I've used my wild card, still got triple captain and bench boost to play though.
I've used my wild card.
I was looking at bench boost potentially for this weekend until Solanke and Haaland got injured. I think I've got some strong players, but I'll definitely save it for the double ups now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is about all for today's FPL show. If you've got your own sort of queries, comments, get involved in that conversation down below. We love hearing your FPL problems. So yeah, if you are in the league, where you're placing at the moment, are you ahead of us? Probably. There's not many.
I'm 300.
There's only about 200 people below us and 300 ahead, so fairly middle of the pack. But yeah, make sure to get everything in the comments down below. Interact however you wish, however you want, and of course, make sure to join us live this weekend. Saturday night we have got... No, Saturday morning, Leicester Man City. You wouldn't usually stream a random game like that, but might have some celebrating to do. And then on Sunday, Manchester United versus West Ham will be live from, I think it's 4 o'clock. It's a weird kick-off though. So it might be a 3:30 live stream there. Well, it'll be a stream page at some point. So yeah, look out for those. I'll probably put them out on Friday after Prem Predictions. So yeah, if you want to see those, they'll be linked there. But that is all for today. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.